InfinityBreyers here, and in today's video, we are going to be taking Infinity's guide to rope halter making. So, without any further ado, let's figure out how we can make a rope halter for our beans. Okay, so for this tutorial, you are going to need either baker's twine or really small paracord. I'm going to be using the baker's twine just because I think it gives a nicer size to the horse's face. Here's our little helper bean. His name's Pumpkin Spice. So you can just tell it is a very nice size against his face. So we are going to be using the baker's twine, but you can use the paracord. You get these both at Hobby Lobby. This is seasonal. Obviously, it's for 4th of July. I've just, bought a bunch of it, but this is always there. You're also going to need a helper bean. So today we are using Pumpkin Spice to help us. And then lastly, you're going to need a pair of scissors and a hot glue gun. All right, let's dive in. Okay, for the very first step, you're going to be taking your baker's twine or paracord, and you're going to want to just extend your arms all the way and then keep both ends because you really need a giant piece. And then go ahead and keep that marked and then take your scissors and cut it. So now we got a giant piece of string. Okay, so once you have your giant piece of string, go ahead and take both of the ends and then put them together like so, and then just go ahead and follow the string all the way down till you get to the top where they're both connected. And then go ahead and take your helper bean and then just slide this over the nose. I like to come right about here, kind of where the cheekbones stop. And then you're gonna just kind of pinch that so it's nice and snug, and then pull that off so that you have this little loop that's gonna be the nose band. Take the bottom string and then fold it into a little tiny loop. So you got a loop up top and then a loop down below, and then we're gonna be taking the dual string, wrapping it around, and then looping it through the dual side. Don't get it through the nose band, and then pulling it so we can make a knot. Do not pull it tight yet because we do have to put this back on the horse's nose so that we can make sure that we have the right size. So this is kind of what you should have so far. Obviously the loops are a little big right now, but we're about to adjust that. So let's go ahead and put it on his face and adjust it. Come here, good lad. Okay, so here we have Pumpkin Spice and then our little contraption that we have so far. So you want the dual loops to be at the bottom because the nose band is just a single loop at the moment. And then this is why you left the knot loose, is so that you can adjust the nose band so that you can open it a little bit more. And then what I like to do, I like to pull it off and keep my fingers where the knot needs to be. And then I like to shorten the dual loops at the bottom so that they're not enormous, because then it looks a little dumb. And then once you have that where you like it, just go ahead and pull it tight. And this is what you should have so far. This is the nose band, and then down here are the little dual loops that the lead rope would fit through. Obviously you can tell that I left a little eye for the lobster clasp to go through on this halter. So now we're going to be making the underside. You are going to be sliding this back on your bean so that the nose band piece is on top, and then you want the dual loops to be in the middle of the underside of his chin. And then once you have that, you're going to pull the end of the dual strings up to right about where the throat latch would be. Mark that with your fingers, and then go ahead and make a little knot right here where your fingers had marked. You can put this back on the horse to check them, just like so. Since you don't want it to be super long, once you have it where you want it to be, go ahead and pull it tight. All right, so this is what we have so far. We've got the underside of the halter and the nose band all done. This is where we're going to go ahead and separate these two strings. You're gonna put the right string on hold for right now because we're gonna be working with the left string. With your strings separated, go ahead and slide the nose band back on your bean. The right side is all separate. We don't need that right now. It's a good thing to hold it though, just so you can get all of this in the correct place. So you want the knots that we just made to be in the middle of the underside of his face. And then we're going to be taking the left string and pulling it up so we can have a loop up here. I like to put the loop up closer to the ears, so I'm gonna kind of aim for right there. Go ahead and pull that off your horse's face, and then you're going to be tying a knot so that you can have a loop to tie the rope halter up with, so that it's like the buckle for rope halter. Now this loop is a little too big. I will be shrinking that as soon as I get this knot in place. And obviously if you need to, I always do this, I just go ahead and slide it back on my pony's face and just kind of check where the loop is so that it's not too high or not too low. Hold on to the middle piece so that really helps you during this process. And then go ahead and pull this up. You kind of want to pull throat strap a little bit tighter so that you know where it's gonna lay, and then make the loop around that. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Here's the noseband, and then this is the loop that I just made that's going to be kind of the buckle for the rope halter. So now we're going to be making the cheek straps. So go ahead and put this back on your bean, and then use your fingers to hold all of the knots that you've made in place, and then go ahead and grab your string that's tied to this loop and then pull it down to the noseband. Once you have that marked with your fingers, go ahead and feed this piece of string through so that you can tie a knot on the noseband that looks like so. So now we have the loop attached to the little buckle and then a knot attached to the noseband. So now we're going to be going over the top of the noseband and then tying another knot. This does not have to be on the horse because you're gonna be able to kind of like eyeball it. If you pull on the bottom, you can see where it kind of matches on the other side. So then go ahead and tie a knot on this side as well. Okay, so I went ahead and just put it on pumpkin spice for this little part. You can tell that I've got a knot on both sides of the noseband so that you've got the dual part of the noseband. It did twist a little bit. That's fine. I'm not selling this, obviously. It's just for a tutorial. You can either have it twisted like so, because that does honestly happen to my rope halters all the time, or you can just have the two parts. It just kind of depends on how you tie this knot over on this side. So now we're going to be making the cheek strap on this side. To do that, you're gonna want to take the string that we left earlier and then go ahead and toss that over the top of his head. So it's kind of like a little collar right now. And then we're gonna pull this one back so that it can match up with the throat latch back here, and then pinch that off with your fingers, and then go ahead and tie a little knot so that your rope halter looks like this. It is almost done. We just have to do the very top strap, and then your rope halter is complete. So let's go ahead and put this back on him and finish up that top strap. Okay, for this step, all you do is you slide your rope halter back onto your pony's face, you pull the top strings over, and then I honestly don't put it through the loop for this part. I just kind of hold where the top of the loop is, and then I make a little loop with this. So you've got the dual string loop right there, and then you would leave a little bit to fit through that. So we are going to be cutting it right here, so that you have something that looks like this. And then for the next step, you can either add hot glue to the tip so that they're both connected. You could hot glue the single one so that they're just separate. This is to keep the baker's twine from fraying, but if you want, you don't have to hot glue it at all. You can just go ahead and slip this back on your pony's face, put the top two strings through the hole, pull it tight, make a loop up top, and then pull the two strings through the loop so you make a knot, and you're done. So now we have a heckin' adorable patriotic rope halter. These are so cute. I absolutely love the red, white, and blue baker's twine that I get from Hobby Lobby. It's so much fun to make rope halters for my beans, and honestly, it's really fast once you get the whole process down. These are super fun. You can make fancy nosebands for them, or you could just make them in different styles. This is just my simple, really fun, easy, give any of your beans a rope halter style. Alright y'all, so that's actually gonna be the end of this YouTube video today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, please remember to slap that like button as hard as you possibly can to show this YouTube video and these rope halters a little bit of love. Also, if you're feeling exotic, please don't forget to check out my Instagram account, which is at InfinityBreyersCo. I post on there daily, and I'm super active on there. Also, y'all always get to see sneak peeks of the tack that I'm working on, so who doesn't love that? If y'all make rope halters with these tutorials, please send me photos of them. I love seeing y'all's creations. It literally makes me so happy. So if y'all make rope halters, feel free to spam me with photos because I love that. And other than that, y'all, I'll see you in my next YouTube video. Bye!
We will rise up.